Hey Cancer, come sit with me because we need to talk about something that has probably been keeping you up at night. I know you have been wondering about this person, whether they are going to come back, or if this chapter is truly closed. I pulled cards specifically for you today, and honestly, the energy that came through was so layered and complex that I had to sit with it for a while before even starting this reading. This is not one of those simple yes or no situations. The universe is showing me that there is so much happening beneath the surface with this person, so much they are processing, and so much you need to understand before you can truly move forward, whether that is with them or without them. So grab your coffee or tea, get comfortable, and let us dive deep into what the cards are revealing about this connection, and whether reconciliation is actually in the cards for you. The first card I pulled for you is the Two of Wands, and right away, I am seeing this person standing at a crossroads. They are literally looking out at two different paths, and they have not made their decision yet. This is someone who is in a planning phase, Cancer. They are not impulsively running back to you, but they are also not completely walking away. What I find really interesting here is that one of those paths clearly leads back to you. They can see it, they know it exists, and part of them is genuinely considering it. But the Two of Wands is about having options and weighing them carefully. This person is someone who likes to feel in control of their choices. They do not want to make a move unless they are certain it is the right one. So if you have been feeling like they are hot and cold, like one day they seem interested and the next day they pull back, this card explains exactly why. They are mentally going back and forth, running scenarios in their head, trying to figure out what serves their highest good. The vision is there, Cancer. They can imagine a future with you. But they are also seeing other possibilities for themselves, and they have not committed to any single path yet. This is not necessarily a bad thing, though. It means you are still very much on their radar, and they are taking this decision seriously, rather than just reacting emotionally. Now, the Four of Swords came out, and this really adds an important layer to understanding where this person is at, mentally and emotionally. They are in a rest period, Cancer. They have been through something that drained them, whether that was the relationship itself, the breakup, or other life circumstances, and right now they are in recovery mode. This person needs time to think, to heal, to get their head straight before they make any major moves. I know this might be frustrating for you because when we love someone, we want answers now. We want to know if they are coming back, so we can either hold on or let go. But the Four of Swords is saying, they are not ready to give you that answer yet, because they are still processing everything. They might have gone quiet on you. Maybe they stopped reaching out, or they have been giving you very minimal responses when you try to contact them. This is not about you, Cancer. This is about them needing space to figure themselves out. What I will say, though, is that this card often appears when someone is doing genuine soul searching. They are not just out there living their best life and forgetting about you. They are actually in a contemplative state, lying in that energy of reflection. The question is whether that reflection will lead them back to you or help them find closure to move on. That part is still unfolding. Justice showed up next, and oh, Cancer, this is such a significant card for your situation. Justice is all about cause and effect, about things balancing out the way they are meant to. The universe is literally weighing this connection on a cosmic scale. Here is what I am picking up with Justice in this position. If this person treated you poorly, if there were imbalances in the relationship, if they took more than they gave or did not show up the way you deserved, Justice says they are becoming aware of that now. They are starting to see their part in what went wrong. But Justice also cuts both ways. If there were things you did that contributed to the problems, things you need to own and grow from, that is also coming into the light. This card is about truth and fairness. So whether they come back or not is actually going to depend on whether this connection is truly balanced and fair for both people involved. The universe is not going to force something that is karmically imbalanced. If this relationship is meant to come back together, it will only happen after both of you have learned the lessons you needed to learn and can approach it from a more mature, balanced place. Justice also suggests legal matters or contracts in some readings. So for some of you, this could involve paperwork, official decisions, or agreements that need to be resolved before any reconciliation can happen. But mostly I am feeling this is about karmic justice and the relationship getting what it truly deserves, based on the energy both people put into it. The Chariot rolled in, and now we are seeing movement, but I need you to understand what kind of movement this is. The Chariot is about determination, willpower, and moving forward with purpose. Someone in this connection is ready to take action. For some of you, this is that person finally making a decision and moving toward reconciliation. They have done their thinking with the Four of Swords. They have weighed their options with the Two of Wands, and now they are ready to steer their chariot in a specific direction. But Cancer, here is the thing about the Chariot that you need to hear. This card can also represent someone who is determined to move forward without you. The Chariot is about progress and momentum, and sometimes that means having the strength to drive away from what no longer serves you. So which version is this for your situation? Based on the surrounding energy, I am feeling like this person has the capability to come back. They have the drive and determination to make it work, if they choose to. But they also have that same level of determination to move on, if that is what they decide. This is someone who does not do anything halfway. Once they make up their mind, they are going to pursue that path with full force. What I will say is that the Chariot following justice suggests that their decision will be based on what they feel is right and fair. If they believe the relationship can be balanced and healthy, they will charge toward making it work. If they believe it cannot be fixed or should not be revisited, they will use that same energy to move in a completely different direction. Now the moon appeared, and Cancer, this is your card in so many ways. But in this reading, it is showing me the confusion and uncertainty that is clouding this whole situation. Neither you nor this person has complete clarity right now. There are illusions, fears, and subconscious patterns at play that are making it hard to see the truth of what is really happening. The moon suggests that not everything is as it appears on the surface. Maybe this person is saying one thing, but feeling another. Maybe you are picking up on mixed signals, because they themselves are sending mixed signals. Not to manipulate you, but because they genuinely do not know what they want yet. There is also a lot of emotional depth with the moon. This person has deep feelings that they might not be expressing. They could be dealing with fear of getting hurt again, fear of making the wrong choice, fear of vulnerability. The moon also rules intuition and dreams, so pay attention to what your gut is telling you about this situation, Cancer. Your intuition knows more than your logical mind right now. If something feels off, trust that. If you sense they still have feelings despite what they are saying or not saying, trust that too. But also be aware that the moon can bring deception or self-deception. Make sure you are seeing this person and this situation clearly, and not just seeing what you want to see through the filter of your own hopes and fears. The Three of Swords came through, and I am not going to sugarcoat this one, Cancer. This card represents heartbreak, pain, and sorrow. There has been real hurt in this connection. Maybe it was a painful breakup. Maybe harsh words were exchanged. Maybe trust was broken. Whatever happened, the Three of Swords shows that both of you are carrying wounds from this relationship. For them to come back, these wounds need to be acknowledged and healed. You cannot just put a band-aid over a sword through the heart and pretend everything is fine. This card is actually really important because it is bringing to the surface all the pain that needs to be processed before any real reconciliation can happen. If this person does come back, But neither of you has healed from what caused the Three of Swords energy in the first place. You are just going to repeat the same painful patterns. The good news is that the Three of Swords, while it represents pain, also represents the beginning of healing. You have to feel the hurt, acknowledge it, work through it, before you can move past it. So in some way, this card appearing is actually necessary. It is saying that the pain is real, it matters, and it needs to be honored in order for anything healthy to emerge from this connection moving forward. Some of you might still be in the thick of this heartbreak energy, and if that is you, please be gentle with yourself. This is a process, and you cannot rush healing. The King of Swords is here, and this is giving me really clear insight into this person's mindset. They are approaching this entire situation from a very logical, mental place right now. The King of Swords is about intellect, clarity, truth, and making decisions based on reason rather than emotion. After all the emotional intensity of the previous cards, this person is trying to step back and think about this rationally. They are asking themselves logical questions. Does this relationship make sense? Is it practical? Can we actually build something stable together? Or are we just drawn to each other emotionally without real compatibility? The King of Swords is also very direct and honest. If and when this person communicates with you, they are going to be straight up about where they stand. They are not going to play games or lead you on. They value truth and clear communication. Now this could go either way, Cancer. They might come to you with a clear, logical explanation of why they want to try again, laying out how they think it could work and what would need to change. Or they might come to you with an honest conversation about why they think it is better to part ways. Either way, expect clarity and directness from them when they finally do make their decision. The King of Swords does not leave things ambiguous. What I am also picking up is that this person might be seeking advice, talking to friends or family, or even seeing a therapist to help them gain perspective on this situation. They are using their mental resources to figure this out. The Seven of Swords showed up, and okay, I need to address this one carefully, because it can mean different things depending on your specific situation. The Seven of Swords traditionally represents deception, sneakiness, or someone not being completely honest. In the context of your question about whether they will come back, this card is warning you to pay attention to inconsistencies between what this person says and what they do. Are they telling you they need space, but then watching all your social media stories? Are they saying they have moved on, but still keeping tabs on you through mutual friends? The Seven of Swords suggests there is some kind of strategy or hidden agenda at play. Now, before you panic, this does not necessarily mean they are a terrible person trying to deceive you. Sometimes the Seven of Swords represents someone who is being dishonest with themselves about their own feelings. They might be trying to convince themselves they are over you when deep down they are not. Or they might be testing the waters, trying to see if you are still available without fully committing to coming back. For some of you, this card could indicate that this person is involved with someone else, but not being upfront about it, or that they are keeping their options open with multiple people. The key message here is to watch for actions that do not align with words. Trust is a major theme with the Seven of Swords. If this person wants to come back, they are going to need to prove through consistent actions that they are trustworthy and genuine in their intentions. Seven of Cups appeared, and this card is showing me that this person is overwhelmed by options and possibilities. Their head is literally in the clouds, Cancer. They are fantasizing about different scenarios, different futures, different versions of what their life could look like. One of those cups definitely contains you and the possibility of rekindling this relationship. But there are 6 other cups too, each one representing a different dream or desire they are considering. This is someone who might be prone to fantasy over reality right now. They could be idealizing the past with you, remembering only the good times and forgetting why things did not work out. Or conversely, they might be fantasizing about a completely different life without you, imagining all these amazing possibilities that may or may not be realistic. The Seven of Cups is a card of illusion and confusion. This person does not have clarity about what they truly want, because they are distracted by too many shiny options. They need to come down from the clouds and get grounded in reality before they can make any real decision about whether to come back to you. For you, Cancer, this card is a reminder not to get lost in fantasy either. Do not build up this reconciliation into something magical and perfect in your mind. Stay grounded in what is actually true about this connection, both the beautiful parts and the challenging parts. The Seven of Wands came out as the final card. And Cancer, this one is really interesting because it is a card of defense and standing your ground. Someone in this situation feels like they have to fight to maintain their position. This could be you feeling like you have to defend your worth or prove why this relationship is worth fighting for. Or this could be them feeling defensive, like they have to protect themselves from getting hurt again or defend their decision to stay away. The Seven of Wands shows someone who is being challenged, but is not backing down easily. There is a lot of personal strength in this card. It says that whoever is in the Seven of Wands position has been through battles before and knows how to hold their own. If you are wondering whether you should fight for this connection, the Seven of Wands suggests you have the strength to do so, but you need to make sure it is a battle worth fighting. Are you defending something real and valuable, or are you just fighting because you do not want to lose? That is the question you need to ask yourself. For this person, the Seven of Wands might indicate they are dealing with external pressures. Maybe friends or family are telling them not to go back to you. Maybe they have personal fears and doubts they are battling internally. But this card shows they have resilience and the ability to make their own choices despite opposition. The Seven of Wands is ultimately about courage and conviction. Whoever is represented by this card will need to have the courage to fight for what they truly believe in, whether that is fighting to make this relationship work or fighting to move forward independently. So Cancer, here's what I am seeing when I look at all these cards together. This person is absolutely thinking about you and considering the possibility of reconciliation. The Two of Wands and the Seven of Cups make it clear you are still on their mind as a real option. But they are not ready to make a move yet. The Four of Swords shows they are in a rest and recovery period, taking time to think things through. Justice indicates that any decision they make will be based on fairness and whether this relationship can actually be balanced and healthy. The Chariot suggests that once they do decide, they will move with determination in whichever direction they choose. The Moon reveals there is still confusion and lack of clarity, both for them and possibly for you too. The Three of Swords reminds us that real healing needs to happen from past hurts before anything genuine can be rebuilt. The King of Swords shows they are approaching this logically and will be direct when they communicate their decision. The Seven of Swords warns you to watch for inconsistencies and make sure their actions match their words. And the Seven of Wands indicates there are battles being fought, either internally or externally, around this whole situation. Will they come back? The cards are showing me it is possible, Cancer, but it is not guaranteed, and it is definitely not happening on your timeline. This person needs more time to sort through their thoughts, heal from the pain, and gain clarity about what they truly want. What you can control is how you handle this waiting period. Do not put your life on hold for someone who has not made a clear commitment to you. Use this time to heal your own Three of Swords wounds. Get clear on what you actually want versus what you are fantasizing about with the Seven of Cups. Stand in your Seven of Wands power and know your worth. If this person comes back and they have done the work, if they can show up with the balance justice requires and the clarity the King of Swords represents, then maybe there is something worth exploring. But if they come back with the same patterns, the same lack of clarity, the same half-hearted energy, then you need to have the strength to recognize that and choose yourself. Trust that the universe has a plan here, Cancer. Whether this person returns or not, you are going to be okay. You are going to grow from this experience. And ultimately, what is meant for you will not miss you. Stay open, but do not wait around. Stay hopeful, but stay realistic. And most importantly, keep choosing yourself every single day. I really hope this reading brought you some clarity and peace. If you felt the energy of these cards resonating with your situation, let me know in the comments. I love hearing from you. Take care of yourself, Cancer. You deserve so much love and happiness, whether that comes from this person or from somewhere even better that you have not discovered yet.